All right, we are recording. So we are here with myself, Brian from Multipoptural, and
oh, hi. I'm Ian, and I'm a fan and friend of Multipoptural, and I'm kind of representing MVP Elite Breakers today.
So we are here with the lovely Sarah Chu from Cosplay fame and from the show. T-shirt model, Instagram goddess, the whole 9 yards. How are you today,
stop. Love? I'm doing really well. How are you doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Thanks. Just wanted to, first of all, take the time to thank you for joining us today, and wanted to check in with you, see how 2018 has been. So if you want to, start off with just, some of your favorite cosplays and shows that you attended this year.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, thank you so much for having me back again. This is so much fun to do. So really, really happy to be on the show. 2018 was good. It was really fast, to be honest.
Yeah, for real.
You asked me that, I'm like, ooh, what did I do this year? But I did get married. I went to Greece. So that was fun in my personal life. I went to a lot more conventions this year than 2017. So made a lot of really good memories and friends from that. So favorite cosplays, you said? I did a lot. This is definitely the most cosplays I've ever done in a year. Because obviously I needed new things to wear to all those conventions, but probably my favorites, I'd say, was my Asuka from Neo Genesis Evangelion that I did. That's my first time wearing one of those like full body suits. So it was comfortable. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it was really fun to wear. I'll definitely bring it back out again. And then my other one that was my favorite was Power Girl, which I did both of those at New York Comic-Con. That one was really challenging to make, but I feel like my skills like leveled up a bit. And it was actually surprisingly comfortable too. So love those two. And favorite conventions, I mentioned New York Comic Con. That's like always my favorite, for sure. So much fun. Met so many great people there too. Definitely the best weekend of the year. But I went to a lot of other conventions in the Philly area, like Wizard World, and then they had Keystone and some smaller ones like the Geekdom in the area. So it was really cool to branch out, especially to some of those smaller conventions and, see what that's all about.
Nice. As far as 2019 goes, what do you have coming up? Any new cosplays you plan on breaking out, or new conventions you plan on going to?
Dude, I have so many new cosplays I have planned. It's going to be even more than 2018 if I can manage. So most of them I'm, going to keep under wraps because, you got to follow the Instagram or see me at a show to see what I'm doing there. Got to keep some surprise. But I will let you know one of them that I have planned that I'm really excited about, so I can't keep that one in. But I'm going to do a gender blend crossplay data from Star Trek Next Generation.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. So that one's really special to me because the first thing I ever cosplayed, I guess, was probably when I was like 5 or 6, and my mom made a Star Trek costume for me and put me in a science fiction convention. So that was my first Star Trek, and the Next Gen is like my Star Trek. So, I'm going to come full circle now and do that. So I'm really excited for that. And for conventions, I'm going to, there's a bunch of new ones that I've never been to that I'm planning to go to this year.
Okay.
One of those being KatsuCon, that's in February, so that's coming up. I have potentially 2 group cosplays planned that I can't say what they are, but they're going to be really awesome. They'll be good. I promise.
Want to know.
You'll see. It's February. That's gonna gonna feel like a blink of an eye. In February, we'll be here. I actually need to get to work on those because I have not.
And where is that? Where is that con at?
That one is just outside of DC.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've heard about it for years, followed people who've gone there, watched vlogs on it. I've always really wanted to go. So this is my first year going, and I'm going with 2 other cosplayers from the area. So that's going to be really fun. Really excited. And then the other really big one is San Diego Comic-Con. I somehow got tickets to all 5 days. I've been trying for 4 years, never got a single day. And this is it's going to be a magical year.
That's an awesome experience right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
That's the goal right there. That's awesome.
And then of course New York again, and I'm going to do Wizard World Philly and all the other local cons as well.
Okay. Any plans? I know we're going to try to plan to go to Dragon Con in Atlanta. Any plans for that?
Oh man, I want to. Can I be honest though? I'm kind of scared of Dragon Con.
I've never been, so I'm excited to see.
Oh man, it seems like too much fun, like I like to have fun, but like I don't know that I would like survive. So
gotcha.
Normally it's like just a couple weeks before New York Comic-Con, so I'm like putting all like my money and time and effort into New York. But I guess we'll just have to see. I want to.
Yeah, that's our thing. We talked about it this year a little bit. We love New York Comic-Con, obviously. We will probably go again next year as well, but I think Dragon Con, especially because Jordan, who you met on the show, his brother Skylar lives in Atlanta, so at least we have free room and board.
That makes sense. Yeah, and also like flights there are like they're not that expensive, so really like I could do it. I think it's just more of like the fear that I'll actually die from all the drinking and partying that goes on there.
It does seem like just one gigantic cosplay party.
I think that's what it is.
You have any questions for Sarah?
No, I mean I heard you say before that I think it was Power Girl. You said was really challenging to make. Do you make all of your own cosplay?
No, absolutely not. I make some of them for sure. Like I love sewing. I've been sewing since I was a young child. It's fun to do. But my thing is that like with some costumes, or cosplays, I guess, they are so like companies are getting better and better at making them and cheaper that like I'm not going to spend more money on making something myself that I could get for cheaper online, as long as it looks good. Like some things like, they just don't look good. You don't want to wear it. So I try to find that balance of every cosplay that I do. Like my Asuka, that was, I didn't make that one, but it was it was designed by a graphic designer online who I found on Instagram. So I felt cool that I was supporting an artist. And then, there's like a company that you send the pattern off to and they make that. Cause I can't screen print a bodysuit. Like how would I do that?
Right.
But the Power Girl, I did make that one because, while you could purchase them, to be honest, I did actually purchase one and it looked terrible. So I was like, no, I'm going to make it myself. And I'm glad I did. I thought it looked really good. And I learned a lot. So I definitely feel a lot more confident in my ability now after that one.
Well, it looked fantastic. So I'm, thanks again for meeting up with us at New York Comic-Con.
Oh no, of course, it was so much fun.
Yeah, it was definitely a blast. And, minus not getting to meet Jason Momoa. I hate when, I know that it happens every now and again, but when they have to switch days.
Oh yeah. Did I tell you I accidentally ran into him?
No.
Once, physically, almost ran into him at Wizard World Philly. Yeah, I don't know why. He was cutting from one booth to another and just walked across the show floor, and I was in my Supergirl and I just was looking straight ahead and almost run into this walking wall, basically, this very large person, and I'm like, oh, and stop is oh, Jason Momoa, I knew him, and he was like,
oh, hey, Jason, I'm so sorry.
Jason, oh, hey, sorry about that. He was just like, oh, hey.
Oh man, that would have been great if you would have had your Khaleesi outfit on too. It would have been like, oh, well, there you are.
I know. Be like, I'm looking for you. You're in trouble. This is where you've been.
Is like.
But yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that with Jason. I know it's super annoying when that happens.
Yeah. So as you know, we're doing our 2018 Pop Culture Awards, and just kind of want to get your feedback on what some of your favorite shows, video games, movies, what have you enjoyed this year that has been 2018 and everything pop culture?
2018. Okay, so because this is the way my brain works, and I hadn't thought about this till now. I do not remember the first half of this year. I do not really remember anything until October, other than Infinity War.
Right.
Probably just because the trailer just came out.
I always forget that Black Panther came out this year.
That feels so long ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was February.
Picture winner right there for movies. But my favorite show that I came out in 2018, it's a new series. It's an anime because that's like all I can really talk about. Embarrassing. It's called Goblin Slayer. It's like I'm like addicted to it. It's like a new episode every Saturday, and I like wake up and I'm like, I gotta watch this right away. And I found out about it at New York Comic Con, and I don't really know how to explain it. It's like funny because it's so to the point. Like it's not trying to be like intelligent or like that like deep. It's just about a guy who slays goblins.
Okay. Where can we find the show at?
This has my
Crunchyroll. Every Saturday, new episode. I will warn you though, it's the first episode in particular, it's a little violent, and do not watch with kids.
Who are you talking to?
I'm going to say,
I
you heard the podcast.
What about the children? I was like, I think I can tell you guys about this. Like, watch at least through the second episode before you judge it.
Fair enough.
Awesome. And then any like movies, albums that you've been into this year?
Movies. I mean, I mentioned Infinity War. That was obviously the movie of.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that was a big one.
I hear it did okay in the box office.
Yeah.
Did decent. Made a few dollars.
Made a few bucks.
I'm trying to think like what else came out this year. I still really want to see Creed 2. I haven't seen that yet.
That's good.
Yeah, it's quality.
It's good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man, the problem is movies where I live have gotten so expensive. It's like $15 a person. So when you factor in 2 people, it's really not that much. But like I'm like $30 to go to the movie.
Go early in the middle of the day,
middle of the day. That's not a bad idea. Actually.
Yeah, and then Movie Pass actually starting in January, they're going to $15 a month for unlimited.
I've heard so much up and down with that. That's a whole other.
Yeah, I heard that they were like going to go out of business at one point.
Yeah.
But it's good to know they're still around. Maybe I'll do that next year because I feel like my movie game has really fell off this year. What else came out? What did you guys really like?
Obviously Infinity War was pretty awesome. Just saw Creed 2 the other day. It was fantastic. Took me back to when I saw Rocky 4 for the first time.
I was gonna say, did it make you like give you the Rocky 4 feels?
It gives you the feels. I want to say that.
I like how they I know you haven't seen it, so I'm going to do it. But I like how they've kind of redirected. Obviously with the Rocky saga went through all of it, and they've kind of retold and redirected the story with Creed.
Yeah.
But with this, you kind of felt a little bit more back into.
Yes.
There was more nostalgia to it.
Yeah. With Creed 1, it was definitely more, him becoming his own person and kind of getting out of his dad's spotlight. Where this one, it brings you back a little bit, a little bit more into Rocky's background, and then
they do it in a good way though, where it's not over the top cheesy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that sounds totally appropriate though, because the first Rocky was all like storytelling, like kind of serious, not really a lot of action, but then the ones after that were more like action and fun, which I know I haven't seen it, but that sounds kind of like, how it is.
And of course, this one has your fun little workout collage, which is all like, Rocky 2, 3, 4. It's like, let's see the collage so I can get pumped to go to the gym.
I know.
There in the theater watching this one, and there was a couple times where I sat back and, you think of the original Rocky, but I appreciated like some of the writing and some of the storyboarding to it. So definitely.
Oh, nice. Yeah. And, I got to see it for all the Philly sites too. It's so fun. Like, watching it and being like, that's right by my house. Or for the first one, there were trailers like right outside my old apartment. I live in South Philly, right by the Italian market. So.
Are you in Philly if you haven't been keeping up on the Rocky saga? Come on.
I have seen the first 4 Rockies probably more times than any person ever should.
There you go. See, this is why your husband's a lucky man. He knew what he was doing when he married you. He was like, I gotta marry this girl.
I know. With it,
cosplay. She's watched Rocky 400 times. She's a gamer.
Those are like my childhood movies. We didn't have like Disney movies in the house, and they came out before PG-13 was a rating. So my parents were like, "These are rated PG. The children can watch them." So that's what I grew up with.
Besides Creed 2, I took my daughter to go see Wreck-It Ralph 2. It was good. It was entertaining.
I like the first one.
I forgot how awesome Sarah Silverman is as Princess Penelope.
Yeah.
She's just, her voice is so great.
fits that.
It just fits it perfectly.
Well,
and John C. Reilly, of course, as Ralph is awesome, and the supporting cast is good. So it's a good flick. You know, she enjoyed it. My daughter's 17, so she's kind of like put kids' movies in the back burner. But this one still, I remember taking her to see the first one in the theater.
I still enjoy kids' movies.
Oh yeah,
I come back to it though. You like
I just watched Coco for the first time the other day.
I saw it, earlier this year.
Wait, what?
Yeah, have you seen Coco yet?
Oh, I thought you said Home Alone. I was about to like.
Home Alone for the first time.
You've never seen Home Alone?
I was very deprived as a child. Yeah. Yeah, so Coco, finally watched that for the first time. Holy crap. They broke out all the tears, everything on this one. It was visually stunning, but you know, the end though, tearjerker, man. Pixar killing it out.
I say,
yeah,
stuff that they do in some of the Pixar and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was sitting there. My daughter's next to me. I'm sitting like, oh my god.
Oh.
I think I got something in my eye.
Yeah. I was trying to play it off. I'm like, I just can't play it off anymore.
Don't look at Dad.
That's awesome. Awesome. Any other questions?
No, well, I know. I think you do some Twitch streaming as well, and I know Brian just mentioned some of the gaming. So, question for you. I don't know what your go-to as far as it goes, but one of the kind of, I guess, topics recently has been Fortnite winning Game of the Year over some of the
over Red Dead Redemption 2.
So, and that's the thing, it's Red Dead, obviously a lot of people expected that, but you know, Fortnite's a kind of a beast of its own.
I know.
Any takes on that kind of maybe what your Game of the Year was, as well as maybe how that should have gone?
Yeah, well, my Game of the Year is definitely Red Dead Redemption 2, you know, without a doubt. It's so much fun. I feel like my husband and I are like stuck doing the Arthur voice, which I'm not going to do here. This is going to be really embarrassing. Like after, like over Thanksgiving, I got to the point where we're like, we got to stop pretending like we're in Red Dead Redemption 2. Like,
right now, just give us an Arthur quote right now.
I don't know if I can do a quote. It's more like just in like our everyday life.
Yeah, now you have to do it.
I want to hear
it. Reckon she's gotta go pee. I don't know. It's not very good. I haven't played in like a week. I'm losing it.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that's definitely my favorite game that's come out this year. I also got a Switch over Thanksgiving, so I've been playing last year's Game of the Year, Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's a really great game. I was salty when it won last year because I thought Horizon Zero Dawn should have won, but I get it now. It is like really, really fun.
Have you hopped into Smash Brothers yet?
No, not yet. Yeah, I don't.
No,
yesterday. Right? Yeah, yesterday.
Am I okay?
Too far behind.
Yeah, no. Well, I have friends who were immediately like, first one, like, oh, I already got it, and they're on their Switch, like walking down the street kind of thing.
Oh my god, I feel like more things are coming out than I can really keep up with, and I have so many games that I'm like partially through, like Red Dead and Zelda, and like I feel like I keep picking up games like faster than I can actually like make it through them.
That's definitely easy, especially with some of the big storytelling games and all that.
Oh
stuff,
yeah,
most definitely.
So how can everyone find you, whether it be Twitch or Instagram? You know, go ahead and plug your sets here.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that. So Twitch, I stream right now. It's not on a consistent schedule, but sometimes I'll do creative streams when I'm working on like a big cosplay or gaming streams as well. So that's just Sarah Chu, Sarah spelled SERAH, then CHU. And then my Instagram is Sarah Chu Cosplay. That is the account I'm most active on, and that has links to all my other stuff on it as well. So that like I update every single day, and you know, with posts and then stories as well, like 5-6 stories a day. Yeah.
Excellent. Once again, thank you for taking the time to meet with us today. We really appreciate it. And I'm sure we're going to catch up with you here soon. We're going to record our year-end wrap-up episode in the next couple weeks, and then also do a 2019 preview. And it'd be fun to definitely have you back when we have our Game of Thrones episode.
I was going to say, you got to get dressed up for Game of Thrones and
oh yeah.
So excited. Yeah, that's my plans for 2019, just to watch Game of Thrones and then cry about it.
Game of Thrones and season 3. So 2019 is shaping up to be very, very well.
Yeah, it's going to be good for sure.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, and then we'll definitely be in touch.
Oh, thank you so much. Hope you guys have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.